Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and the potential scenario that we could see if it decides to fall and create a new low. Like I said in previous videos, I do not believe that is going to happen. Bitcoin, in terms of holding a support level, does still look positive, but in the case that this does happen, we need to have our targets laid out so that we know where we can put in a potential bid, a potential long, and what just so we can expect um, what is to come. If we see big negative days in the coming weeks, we would already know that that was potentially coming. We're not going to be surprised by that. We're not going to be taken aback by that, because we only had one vision for the coming weeks and months. We thought that this was going to go up. Why is it going down? Well, you have to look at both potential scenarios. There's always two scenarios at play. Well, 80% of the time, there's two scenarios at play. But uh, if you do find this video entertaining, educational, helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel, or like this video, subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. So here we have Bitcoin on the daily. For today, we have a pretty bearish candle. This is a reverse hammer. They call it a shooting star. Um, this is a bearish sign. So what happened earlier, like last night, early morning, we had our candle looking pretty positive, like we were about to make a new high and break above this closing mark, this closing opening of these last 2 days, and we did not do that. We got stopped, and now we have fallen back all the way almost to our opening, and we're still falling as we speak. Now, as you can see, I've drawn out here, we have a bit of a rising wedge um, here on the daily, and rising wedges typically mean we're going to reverse to the downside. So what we need to see is we need to see Bitcoin break this trend line here. If we can't create new highs and break out above this trend line, we could potentially see a drop down the side where for the size that you formed the wedge. So you see here, I have this line that kind of can give us a target space of where we might end up. So as you see here, I drew out the width of the wedge here, and I just pulled it out over here. Now, this is definitely dubious speculation, but if we do, fall out here, you can see that we might retest this resistance line now as a line of support. So that's something to look out for. Just keep an eye out on this wedge pattern and see if we can actually break out from there. Now, there's been a lot of talk about how there's going to be a third dump coming in for Bitcoin and how that will be the final dump. It's a lot of fundamental speak, and the target that I have laid out, if there is to be a third dump and a third low for this bearish environment, I have targeted this area, which is the 26373 area, and I'll show you how I got that. So if we can pull up the 4-hour chart here and then zoom out, you can see the 28732 level was the area where we came up and we pulsed back down, and then we tapped right here, and you can see on the 4-hourly we tapped on the 28732 on these 2 points. So that makes sense. Now, how did I get this 26373 level? Well, if you zoom in here, on our 4-hourly, you can see on this impulsive wave, and we came back down, we have levels where we were tapping and closing above and then worked our way back up. That is our next target, the 26373. I'm not saying that that's that's set in stone. It could come down here, could be a 25765, but I'm gonna be a little bit more liberal and place it around this 26,300 50 mark, so to speak. Now, I again am not thinking that this is going to happen, but if I start to see signs of a negative trend. So if we start breaking, let's say we break this support line, we break this support line, we start falling down, we break back through this resistance line, then that's where I would think we're going to end up, especially if we break this 28732. If we break this 28732, this would be the next area to fall to. There's not going to be anything stopping it. So I just have that mapped out. Again, do I think that's going to happen? No. Is there a chance that it could happen? Of course. And we always have to be aware of those scenarios. That way, A, we're mentally prepared, and B, we can put in a potential bid or a long and grab some coins at those levels. Now, this is obviously not financial advice. You perform your own technical analysis. You form your own opinions. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just laying out what I could potentially see in the charts. So, that is the forecast for Bitcoin as of right now. We'll see what happens in the coming days. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I will see you next time. Thank you.